Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Lisa Rose, and I love being part of this group. I am a love and dating coach, and I'm the founder of Deeper Love, Better Sex. Let's see, Facebook is okay. And I work with successful men and women who are tired of going on dates that leave them disappointed and discouraged and are ready to have fun in the dating process so that they meet their match. I wanted to pop on today because I work a lot with the law of attraction. And as I said in my recent live stream, I think there's fewer places than any besides the dating world where the rubber hits the road and we really get to practice our beliefs and our alignment and what it's like to kind of fine tune along the way. I know that for me, a lot has changed in helping me relax about the process, trust the process, and then course correct when I'm getting feedback that what I'm desiring and what's showing up are different. So here's a question that I get a lot from my clients, especially when we are just starting out. So they say, because I talk to them about getting really clear about what they desire, how they want the relationship to feel. And it's good to, to write that down, but we're writing it down in service to being able to feel it. It's kind of like it's a way to jumpstart the feeling experience. So they do that, they make the list, and then they come back and like, yeah, these are all the criteria. This is what I want. And a lot of them in the beginning, they get stuck. They get caught up in, well, I want a man who's 6'2" and he's 5'11", or I want somebody who lives in my same zip code, and I have to cross a bridge to be with him. And while some of those things certainly can be relevant, it's good to flesh them out. The most important thing is, how do I want it to feel? How do I want to feel when I'm dating, when I'm in a relationship, when I'm with the person who I know is a great fit for me because it just feels like a great fit? How do I want to feel in my body, in my heart? What kinds of things would I be saying? I'd probably be saying things like, oh my God, I met this amazing man, or oh my God, I finally found the woman of my dreams, right? You'd be talking about it. You'd be expressing it. You'd be feeling a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. Hey there, I'm gonna put this on so I can see. Thanks for this. I need this at 22% belief. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you here. You'd be talking about it, you'd be expressing it, and all of that kind of reinforces itself, right? I give my clients the practice a lot, and I do it a lot myself, of actually speaking out loud what I'm grateful for, what I'm excited about, what I'm looking forward to, this amazing thing that's happening, right? And I do that with both things that are in real life, in this moment, reality, and I do that about things that I am intending to become reality. Remember, our unconscious mind, I know you guys know this, doesn't know the difference. And along the way, we get to be in that energy of excitement and joy and enthusiasm. And that is what being a vibrational match to what we desire is all about. Okay, I'm going to put these back on. I'm a master manifester of everything else, abundance. Yeah, well, good for you, Deborah. Good for you. I want to really acknowledge and congratulate you for that, because that means that you know a lot about how to get into alignment. That is not actually unusual, and here's why. For many, many people, there's something specific that goes on around manifesting love and partnership that is unique because it involves matters of the heart. And our heart, along with its infinite and vast capacity to love, is also the place where we hold our hurt and we hold our wounds. Joyful and grateful, but people are not even asking me out. Well, we need to talk because I can help you with that. That's probably a slightly different live stream, but something's off there, right? And no judgment. It's not a judgment. I have gone through phases where I haven't had a lot of dates, And the best thing that I've done around that is, again, I just haven't made a lot of meaning about it. I've gone deeper into connecting to all the ways that I do experience love in my own heart, with my friends. Maybe you've got an animal, maybe you've got a neighbor. We all have some love in our life. So if there's this little gap where you're not being asked out, or there's not a lot of romance, there's still lots of ways that you can make a point of feeling connected to love, so that you don't go into this story of deprivation and it's never going to happen and it's never going to show up, because that's definitely not going to help you attract. I joined us. Great. Excellent. Good idea. So I think I lost a little bit of track. Where was I with the being in alignment? Yeah, right. So we use that list as a way to generate the feelings. And then I really recommend, on a daily basis, spend some time enjoying the feeling by talking about it. Sometimes I'll assign my clients, when you're in your car, pretend that you're calling your sweetheart. Have that conversation. Nobody can hear you. Hey, Robert, nice to see you. Nobody can hear you. They're not going to think that you're hearing voices and going crazy. What kinds of things would you be saying if you were planning a date? If you were looking forward to getting together? If you had just had an amazing date the night before, right? You'd be calling them up and saying, thanks for such a lovely evening. I really enjoyed our time together. I can't wait to see you again. All of that is running that energy of vibrational alignment through your system. Again, that's how you resonate at the vibration of what you want to attract. So I'm going to pause and just see, are there any questions here? I'm curious about, where do you guys get stuck using law of attraction? Hi, Ellen. Where do you guys get stuck using the principles and the theories that we're all steeped in, particularly around love, whether it's attracting a partner or something going awry in the relationship, but particularly around the dating? I work a lot with single people who are dating. And you know what? Dating, I will tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. If you're going to get discouraged, if you're going to make a big decision or draw a big conclusion after 1 or 2 dates, chances are you're not going to be able to have the stamina that it takes to really connect with somebody who's going to be worth the wait. And that's the point, right? Making a great connection. So we need to have ways to roll with it along the way and not expect it to be, amazing every time. I get stuck by focusing on what has not occurred yet. Yeah, I know that place, Ellen. I know that place really well. That's been one of my biggest edges. And it's also been a place that I have really gotten so much mileage out of the laws of attraction, because I can actually have the experience now, and it's so much just my choice. Am I putting the energy on what's missing, or am I putting the energy on how it feels when it's here? Does that make sense? With going for a guy. Okay, I might have to respond to some of these in the comments because they're moving pretty quickly, but I really appreciate your engagement, and I definitely will go back and respond. And for anybody who's listening to the replay, I'm glad that helped, Ellen. And I want to say one more thing about that, Ellen, in particular. So one thing that I suggest to all of my clients, and this has been so helpful for me, pick a particular moment. This is where you get to really embellish and use the power of your beautiful imagination. Pick a particular moment that, if things were lining up really beautifully for you and your man, you guys would be sharing it together. For me, it's I'm sitting in the front of the plane with my beloved, going somewhere that I'm super excited about going. I don't have to work very hard to generate all the great feelings that go along with that image. And then I've got my go-to image. I don't have to think, oh, what does it feel like to be on a romantic dinner? Or what does it feel like when somebody's saying I love you? I've just got it. It's dialed in. So create a little snapshot image of what you will be doing with your man that is a representation of things going really well, and then enjoy it. You can hang out in it for 17 seconds. I recommend enjoying it as long as it feels good. Do that on a daily basis, and I'd love to hear how oh, cool, excellent. I'd love to hear how that goes. Let me know. So I'm going to leave it at this for now. I've got obviously lots more to say. I will definitely be back. I really appreciate you guys joining live. And if you're listening to the replay and you have any questions or something that you're discovering, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question. I will definitely go back. Get stuck on his schedule is too busy and mine is opposite. Okay, so that's tricky. So there's two things that occur to me around that. You may want to clarify what it is that really matters to you. I know for me, something that really matters to me is that the man that I'm with, it's easy for us to get together. It's not a lot of effort. It's not a lot of work. That they have their life set up in such a way that our lives kind of have a nice overlap and a nice flow. When it starts to take a lot of time to make a date, or it's 2 or 3 weeks out, I'm not as excited. So you might want to kind of clarify that that's actually something that is really important for you. And then when you're out on a first or second date early on, maybe have the conversation. What's your schedule like? Do you travel a lot? Are you on the road a lot? Are you raising kids? You know, there's no replacement for asking those kinds of questions about lifestyle, which, especially if it's somebody new, the only way to find out is to ask, unless you want to invest a whole bunch of time and then find out. Does that make sense, Anita? Is that helpful for you? Especially if it's the second man in a row, you might want to just get more clear again in your mind, but also importantly, what's it going to feel like when you're with somebody where you can get together spontaneously, where you can get together a few times a week, where you're welcome, where your schedules are easy and flow together nicely, right? So again, this is where using our map, it's like the map is like the compass that we create. And then what feeds that, what brings it into life, are the feelings that we generate. So great questions, you guys. I love talking about love and dating, so I could go on forever. I think I'm going to call it a wrap here. I will definitely be back with you soon. And for those of you who are new to me, you can find me at deeperlovebettersex.com. Lots of resources and tips there. I host a Facebook group here on Facebook. I'm not going to promote it in this group, but if you're interested, just leave it in the comments. I'll shoot you the link. And happy to support you in any way. My friends are married or have a full-time mate and can't go to a bar or club with me. I work from home. Is there an additional step? Okay, I think I'm going to address that in the comments because I can't quite read all of it, but thanks for asking. Yeah, if there's any way that I can support you further, happy to talk about the ways that we can connect. And in the meantime, I wish you all a wonderful and love-filled day. Bye for now.